Hari Bol, Jai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gaur Hari Shashramilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaः Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Daki Swavadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udavada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parinana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sarana Rita Shri Vichakanitamsya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Asyatta Deshatarine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Niti Namine Srivarshabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripabdhaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryojjala Premadhya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Jinatarine Rupanuga Viruddhaka Siddhanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshad Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Adambujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidanandanamine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavarayate Gaura Avirbhava Bhumestvam Nirdesha Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannatayate Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishay Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupaswarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhav Dinabandhav Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jaitam Suradur Pangur Mamanda Matergati Matsarva Swapadam Bojo Radha Madana Mohano Divya Vrindaranya Kalpadrumadha Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanastav Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Rashtralabhisevyamano Swarami Sriman Rasarasarambi Vamshivata Tatastitaha Karsham Veno Sunir Gopir Gopinataha Shriyestanaha Napta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. English. So it has been a very eventful 10 days for me here in Hyderabad. And I've been to maybe more than 1,000 places in the past 25-30 years. But the past 10 days has been a very fruitful 10 days for me. Of course, one of the most important reasons is I got Andhra Prasadam. That is one of the most prominent things. I would never get anywhere. Brahmanaha Bhojana Priya. So that's one of the things which has made me very enthusiastic and nostalgic too, because that is the food which I grew up with. And of course, the wonderful devotees who are very enthusiastic and very interestingly, the innovation which Srinanand Prabhu has towards preaching. Enthusiasm many people have, but the innovation to how to penetrate into the societies, the affluent societies, and how to Yena kena prakarena mana Krishna nimeshayet, by hook or crook, get them connected to Krishna. That is the only formula. And then Paramatma, Krishna, is guiding him to design these innovative ways and means. And also the sadhana and the strictness of being very sincerely attached to the sadhana, attached to Bhagavatam of our Bal Govind Prabhu. From his face you can make out is a Bhagavata. And anybody who is attached to Bhagavatam, he becomes so sweet that all the flies will come and then get attracted. Like doesn't have to do any advertisement. Just you put sweet, all the ants will come, everything will come. So we are all like the ants, and he is a sweet. And Bal Govind Prabhu and Leelanand Prabhu, now all their tapasya, Krishna wanted to reward them for their tapasya for all these years. And he thought, who should deliver the result of tapasya? Then, like a Hanuman, you require Hanuman for it. Krishna chose Sri Ram Prabhu for that. So Lord Ram told Sri Ram, Sri Ram Das, Hanuman. Huh? I think his guru gave the name because of this only. Ramadut Hanuman ki jai. So we'll call him as Sri Ramaduta. Das is there, but he is Ramaduta. So Lord Ram sent, you see, there are two devotees here with all the excellent, wonderful devotees also, Leelanand Prabhu and Bal Govind Prabhu. They have done tapasya for so many years. And then they got, they have accumulated a lot of Vanara Sena. And if you don't give an engagement to them, you know what Vanaras can do? Huh? Yeah, it becomes Kishkinda. So you go there. Huh? You will get one Sugriva and you will get Angada. And also many Vanaras. Then you take this gift from me. So Lord Ram gave Ranganatha as a gift to Vibhishana. Ranganatha deity has been described in Valmiki Ramayana. Ikshvaku Kuladanam. Ranganatha has been described as Ikshvaku Kuladanam. So in Lord Ram, after his coronation, when he was giving gifts to many people, Vibhishana told, I am not going to go. I am going to stay with you only. Lord Ram told, don't worry, I am giving my own other form of yours. You take Ranganatha and go. So Vibhishana took Ranganatha. And then on the way, Ranganatha had promised to Chola king also, Kaveri, that I am going to stay here on your banks. So then what to do? Immediately Vibhishana had to do his Sandhya. So he came down and he wanted the Ranganatha deity, not just the deity, it's whole Vimana, it's all one. Ranganatha is all one. Entire Vimana is just one stone, which appeared in the milk ocean. So Vibhishana, he wanted somebody to carry as long as he does his Sandhya. So what did he found one boy, he told, carry it, keep it. Vibhishana did his Sandhya and came back. By the time he saw Ranganatha was down and the boy was running. And Vibhishana tried to lift Ranganatha. He could not lift. He had to go to Lanka, taking his deity. He could not lift. Then he ran behind that boy. The boy ran, crossed Kaveri, and then climbed on top of a hill. And Vibhishana also ran behind him. And he went top of the hill, and there was a temple. He went inside. He saw Ganesha there. If you go to Trichy, you'll find the rock fort. I remember the rock fort of Trichy, where Ganesha is standing on top. And now Ranganatha stayed there. Vibhishana cried to Ranganatha, oh, you're supposed to come. Then Ranganatha told, you see, I am having your drishti on you. So then later on, big temple was built in Srirangam. Maybe in some other yuga, Lord Ram gave to Vibhishana and he was bringing Ranganatha and he kept it in Nalagadla. for Sri Ram Prabhu to build a temple here. So, yeah, definitely. Otherwise, this small Ranganatha inside a cave is always sleeping like that inside the cave. And all these years he was there and he has a desire. What is the desire? Now I have to be worshipped by many people in an opulent way. Jagannath also, for 50 years of Brahma, he was this Neelamadhav. Just like Neelamadhav. And only one person was worshipping. The king of the Shabara tribes were only worshipping, and Devatas used to come worship and go away. Then Neelamadhav, in the next 50 years of Brahma, he wanted to be worshipped by thousands of people in a most opulent way, and that is how Neelamadhav became Jagannath, and he gave the opportunity to build a temple to King Indradumna. So, in the Puranas, wherever you go, there are so many pastimes of the Lord in which you will find the Lord made his devotees as instruments to construct a temple. Not one, two, hundreds. Everywhere you will find that. You find our Prime Minister. For so many years, how was Lord Ram? And he made him the instrument to construct the temple. Beautiful temple in Ayodhya. So, Krishna makes selected people as instruments to construct the temple. He selects, he chooses. It is not just a statement, it is from the Upanishads. Nayam Atma Pravashayan Labhyo Na Medasha Na Bhavuna Shutena Yam Yevaisha Vrunute. The word Vrunute has been used. Yam evaisya vrunate, whomever Krishna selects to that person, yam evaisya vrunate tena labhyaha. He attains Krishna. Krishna becomes available for that person who is selected by Krishna. In Bhakti, it is all a selection process. It is not an election process. Selection. And who selects it? Krishna chooses. He is Supreme Lord and He chooses whom to engage for what. And He is already chosen. What to speak is already chosen. The temple is already built. Already built. And He is already chosen who is going to do what. And He inspires as Paramatma. Let me do this, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. Everyone inspires. Sri Ram Prabhu can tell the story more nicely, but the way we got this land, it's actually a miracle. We lost hopes of getting the land 3 times. Once he called me and told, Prabhuji, now gone. So then I told, don't worry, go to Warangal. You remember? You are supposed to go somewhere else. Cancel everything and go to Warangal. Because that lady, the chief, that minister, she had decided not to give the land after promising in front of so many people that she's going to give the land, and she thought that we'll give the land to somebody else, to her, some guru is there. She had decided. Sri Ram Prabhu and team went there. And then they told her, entire Warangal knows that you are giving land to ISKCON. If you don't give, nobody will vote for you. She signed and gave. So, Samadana Veda Danda. Use everything in Krishna's service. So, it's all Krishna's plan. So, I'd like to speak something about Sripad Ramanujacharya today. Because to serve Krishna, the only thing which is required is surrender. If you surrender, then only you can serve Krishna. Other sevas which you take from people do without surrender, that gives sukruti but not bhakti. Surrender and serving is bhakti. Many times we say, Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Rishikayena Rishikaisha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. We should know the proper pronunciation. Many times devotees say, Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam. What? I don't know what it means. Actually, Rishikayena Rishikaisha Sevanam. Yena, by these Rishikas, you seva, you do, to whom? Rishikaisha, the controller of all the senses. You engage your senses in serving who is the controller of the senses. That is called Bhakti Ruchyate. But there is a prelude to it. Sarvopadi vinirmuktam tat paratvena nirmalam Rishikayena Rishikaisha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Serving Krishna is not bhakti. Serving Krishna, considering oneself as a servant and serving, that is called bhakti. सेवक की भाव से सेवा करना भक्ति है. सेवा करना भक्ति नहीं है. सेवक की भाव से. So to consider oneself as a servant, that is called surrender. So one has to be surrendered. Because Krishna has chosen you, because you have done something for him, that he has chosen you. Now the next examination is surrender. Surrender is what? Challenges come. External challenges come. Internal challenges come. Challenges come within the heart. And these challenges are all going to make you feel that I don't want to serve anymore. And that is a test. And for that is a test of your surrender. Seva is actually the test of your surrender. We do seva not because by our seva ISKCON is benefited or Prabhupada is benefited. We do seva for our benefit. Our service is for our benefit. It is not that I am doing because of somebody else will be benefited. No. I am serving Krishna for my benefit. One devotee called me, Prabhu, you are giving so many classes, you are doing that, and well, for whom are you doing? I told her, I am doing myself. For my purification. And we do service for our purification. Seva Saubhagya. Surrender. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his Sampradaya, Gaudiya Sampradaya, is the embodiment of all the four Sampradayas. You all know there are four Sampradayas: Brahma, Rudra, Sri, Kumara. Brahma Sampradaya starts from Brahma, and in the age of Kali, Brahma Sampradaya is represented by Sripad Madhvacharya. Rudra Sampradaya is represented in the age of Kali by Vishnu Swami. Brahma, Rudra, Sri Sampradaya is represented in the age of Kali by Sripad Ramanujacharya. And Brahma, Rudra, Sri, Kumara Sampradaya is represented in the age of Kali by Nimbarakacharya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Aprakata Lila met all these four Sampradaya Acharyas and gave two principles to them, based on which they wrote the Vedanta Sutras and established the Sampradaya. And same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came after all the four Acharyas wrote their Sampradaya and established Sampradayas. He came and took two principles which he had given them before. He took two principles from each Sampradaya and made this Gaudiya Sampradaya. So he took two principles from Madhva Sampradaya, Mayavada Khandan, and number two, Vigraha Satyakurimani, and considering the deity to be Krishna himself, not that deity is a representative of Krishna. No, deity is Krishna. Tumi Pratimane Sakshat Bhajendra Nandan. Two principles from Madhva Sampradaya. Then from Brahma, Rudra Sampradaya, he took two principles: Raga Bhakti and complete dependence on Krishna. Raga Bhakti and complete dependence on Krishna. And then from Nimbaraka Sampradaya, he took two principles, that is Radha Krishna as the highest worshipable Vigraha, and following the footsteps of the Gopis of Vrindavan. These two principles he took from Nimbaraka Sampradaya. And two principles he took from Ramanuja Sampradaya. Vaishnava Seva and complete surrender, performance of pure devotional service. Jnana and Karma Rahita Bhakti with complete surrender. Sharanagati and Vaishnava Seva. See, among all the two principles, that is 8 principles, the most closest and the first thing which we have to follow the two is Vaishnava Seva. Number 2 is complete surrender. If you surrender, there is no fear. And Krishna likes that surrender. And if you serve Vaishnavas, Krishna becomes so pleased. And you will find that Sripad Ramanujacharya and all his Sampradayak Acharyas, they exhibit these two principles very explicitly. Sripad Ramanujacharya, he appeared in one place called Sri Perumbudur. Of course, that has become more politically famous than for Sripad Ramanujacharya, unfortunately, because the ex-Prime Minister was assassinated there. And they made a memorial for him, big memorial. But it is a place where Sri Padma Ramanujacharya appeared, where Sri Perumbudur. And there is a history for this, Sri Perumbudur. And the Sri Perumbudur in the Puranas is known as Bhutapuri. It so happened that in Kailash, Lord Shiva was dancing in ecstasy because he was completely drowned in Krishna Prema. So much drowned in Krishna Prema, you just cannot even imagine. Lord Shiva went mad in ecstasy. And then he was dancing and dancing and dancing. And what does Lord Shiva? Only Kaupi, nothing else. And that also went off. And still he was not unconscious of what's happening. And who are around Lord Shiva? Two ghosts. They saw Lord Shiva and started laughing. Lord Shiva, so why are you laughing? When he saw, he's totally naked. Then Lord Shiva cursed them. You both of you get lost. Don't show your face anymore to me. The ghost thought, Lord Shiva became angry because we laughed at him. Lord Shiva told, no, you did a great offense towards Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. I was dancing in ecstasy in Krishna Prema and you are not knowing what it means. And you laughed not at me, you laughed at. So you did a great offense for Lord Krishna. You should do tapasya, beg forgiveness from him. Then only I'll accept you. So these two Bhutas went to Brahma and Brahma told, you go to the southern part of Satyavrata Kshetra, the northern part, northern Satyavrata Kshetra, and the southern part of Mahisara Kshetra. Mahisara Kshetra is the place where you have Madhya Jagannath temple. Tirumali Sai, Tirumali Shalvar appeared there. There, the southern part in the northern Satyavrata Kshetra is Kanchipuram, and north of Satyavrata Kshetra, they went there and then did tapasya. Very great tapasya, constantly meditating on Krishna, these two Bhutas. Krishna appeared in the form of Keshava, Adi Keshava, in front of them. And then he told, what happened? Why are you doing so much tapasya? He told, Lord Shiva has rejected us. Lord Shiva, oh Lord, you are destined. Those who are rejected by everyone will go to Lord Shiva. And we are ghosts and we are rejected by everyone. And he is our only shelter. When he rejects, where we should go? Then Lord Krishna told, Keshava told, don't worry. He called Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva told, you see, if you forgive them, then only I accept. I have forgiven. Accept. Lord Shiva told, I will not accept just like that. There has to do prayaschitta for it. Then Krishna called Ananta. Ananta appeared from Patala. And still you find Ananta Sarovara there. Ananta appeared there. And two Bhutas went and took bath there. And then came out. So the two ghosts were delivered. And Lord Shiva told that I'll accept you now, but on another condition. You have to build a temple for Keshava. And you build a city for Keshava. And these two Bhutas build a city because of that place is still known as Bhutapuri. And they build a temple for Keshava. These two Bhutas build a temple. And then Ananta stayed there. And Lord Keshava told, In this place, Ananta is going to appear. Is going to appear. And he is going to deliver all the ghostly people in this world. And that's where Ramanuja appeared. Of course, there are so many other reasons also why Ramanuja appeared, because in the age of Kali, all ghostly people will be delivered by Ramanuja. Bhutapuri, there Ramanuja appeared there. So many of you must be knowing the stories of Ramanujacharya, but there are certain stories which are very, very touching to our heart. Sripad Ramanujacharya had two very great Panditas as disciples. The first batch of disciples of Ramanujacharya. One is Kuresh, Kurattalvar. Other is Dasharati, is also known as Murlayandan. Two disciples, very great scholars. Ramanujacharya, when he took sannyas, and he was preaching in Kanchipuram, so much so that these two great personalities, Kuresh and Dasharati, both of them came and became surrendered to him. So, Ramanujacharya had to go to Srirangam because Ranganatha called him. And of course, Varadaraja was not leaving Ramanujacharya. So Ranganatha sent a letter with all his disciples, devotees, go to Varadaraj and ask him to send Ramanuja. Varadaraj saw the letter of Ranganatha of request to send Ramanuja. He tore the letter into pieces. How can I send Ramanuja? It's so dear to me. Impossible. Then all the devotees went and told Ranganatha, you see, Varadaraj is not sending Ramanuja, what to do? Your recommendation also no value. Ranganatha told, I'll tell you a secret. He called Vararanga and told Vararanga, you go. Tiruranga, the son of or Yamunacharya. You go and then sing for Varadaraj. He becomes completely intoxicated. Then you ask the boon. So then Vararanga went and he was singing of Varadaraj, singing in front of Varadaraj. Varadaraj became so happy. Take this golden necklace. Vararanga told, no, I don't want any vara from you. Varadaraj told, I am Varadaraj. If you don't take vara from me, then my name will be spoiled. You should take benediction. He told, no. I have just come to sing for a pleasure. I don't want anything. I don't accept anything from you. No, you have to accept. Then Varanga told Varadaraj, see, what I am going to ask you cannot give. What you say, I cannot give. There is nothing in this world which I cannot give except my wife. Then he told, okay, you really want to give? Give Ramanujacharya. Oh, then what to do? And I told, you cannot give. Then Varadaraj, he thought, and then sent Ramanujacharya. But his disciples were there, both Dasharati and Kuresh were here only. Kuresh, Srivatsanka Mishrebhyaha, his name is Srivatsanka Mishra. He was known for his charity so much. One day, Pirindivitaya, Lakshmi, wife of Ranganatha, wife of Vadaraja, she asked, Kanchipurna, every night I find some sound coming. What is that sound? There is a sound of the gates being closed. Gate of Quraysh house are being closed. The iron gates, the sound is made, that is around 8 kilometers. Just imagine, so huge iron gates were there. When they closed, the sound used to come all the way to Kanchipuram. From the place of Quraysh. Pura Grama, that is called Quraysh. His name is Srivatsanka Mishra. Then he told, he is such a great donor. He doesn't give donation actually. He opens his gate. Anybody, anytime can take anything from his house. Anybody can come, anytime, take anything from his house. Then Lakshmi thought, that kind of donor I never heard. I want to meet him. Then a message was sent, Perundevi Tayar wants to meet you. So Quresh came in front of Perundevi Tayar. And she told Quresh, I heard about you, that you are such a great donor. Then Quresh started crying. My mother, you saw that I am a rich person and you saw that I am a big donor. You did not recognize that I have bhakti. I don't have bhakti, I suppose. What is the use of all these things? If I am not recognized as a bhakta, what is the use of all the wealth? What is the use of being big donor? He went and told his wife that I have got the pride of being a donor. That is what Lakshmi has told us. So today we are going to announce that the whole property, everything belongs. Anybody can take. Oh, just take and go. We are going to go now to take shelter of our spiritual master. Quresh and his wife Andal, both of them left. Both of them left. On the way, his wife had some fear. They were walking and going to Srirangam to take shelter of Ramanuja. So she had some fear. Then Quresh told, do you have something with you? And she told, yes. I brought a silver glass which I used to give milk for you. So that is the only thing which I brought. He told, give it. Took it and threw it out. Yes. So there they took shelter of spiritual master Ramanujacharya and they were just living. And one day Quresh went and told his spiritual master, asked his spiritual master Ramanuja, that can you please explain to me the meaning of Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Aham Tvam Sarvapapebhyo Mokshayishyami. Then Ramanuja told Quresh, now you beg. Because you had the habit of giving and giving and giving and giving. Now you understand what is begging. And that's how you understand what is surrender. When you beg for Krishna. When you even live your life by begging. So that Quresh, who had that kind of property where anybody can come, anything, still so much of Lakshmi Katak, now he is begging door to door. 1 year you beg. So it went on. Every day he was begging. And one day it was raining so much that he could not even go for begging, and that day he had nothing to eat. Just drank water and Quresh slept. But wife could not tolerate and prayed to Ranganatha, what kind of God you are? Your devotee has not eaten and he is sleeping and you are enjoying. You are a bhoga mandapa. You are go on eating and your devotee has not eaten. Step like that. After some time, all of a sudden, she heard some sound in front of her house. She opened the door and she saw the Brahmanas had carried prasadam from Ranganath. The Aravani prasadam. Aravani prasadam. The last bhoga of Ranganatha is very opulent. A special kind of sweet called Aravani. Next time you go to Srirangam, wait for 9:30, go there and ask, I want Aravani prasadam. Aramane means palatial food, that is very nice, sweet. And that came. Then she told, what is this? Ranganatha has sent this to your husband Quresh. And she immediately brought the prasadam, woke up her husband, fed her, and she also took the remnants. And after that, Quresh asked wife, did you do some sin today? And people, I don't know anything. When I was sleeping, did you pray to Ranganatha? Then she told, yes. I could not tolerate you sleeping without taking any food. In hunger you slept. I told Ranganatha, how can you tolerate your devotee sleeping without eating? Then he started shouting at her. He told, we have come here to serve our spiritual master. We have come here to serve Ranganatha, not to ask anything from him. Exactly after 9 months, twins were born to her. They are actually very old at that time. Twins were born to her as a prasad, because of she had taken prasad of Ranganatha. And these twins, as soon as born, actually you're not supposed to take the babies out of the house for the next 1 month. The news came to Ramanuja's brother. At that time he had taken sannyas. He's the Govindajir. So he came and then took these two babies, covered with the sannyas angavastra. And then he took the two babies and gave to Ramanuja. Hurriedly went and gave to Ramanuja. Ramanuja saw these two babies holding those two babies in his hands. And then told Govindajir, tell Govinda, I find the Dvaya mantra manifesting from their divine bodies. Srimate Narayana Namaha, Shivan Narayana Charanam Sharanam Prabhate, Srimate Narayana Namaha, Shivan Narayana Charanam Sharanam Prabhate. It's called Dvaya mantra. The Dvaya mantra is just manifesting from their bodies. Then Govinda told, on the way when I bring the bodies, I was chanting the Dvaya mantra so that nothing inauspicious should happen to the two babies. Then Ramanuja told, you already initiated them. And these two babies are nothing but they're manifesting the power of the mantra because of your initiation. Then Ramanujacharya named one baby as Parashara Bhatta, another baby as Vyasa Bhatta. And these two are none other than the manifestation of Ranganatha Prasad. Now you understand why we should distribute prasadam? Every grain of prasad you distribute from the temple which you are going to build now. That prasad is going to go into the womb of so many mothers. It's not an ordinary thing. It's a big thing, this prasadam distribution. So, Krishna consciousness means to be conscious of all these stories, all these tattvas. That is why you should sit and hear. Krishna consciousness is the only solution, not our material intelligence. Ramanuja told Krish, yes, now you understood this. The purport of what? Sarvadharman. One day Dasharati came and asked Ramanuja, I want to know the meaning of Sarvadharman Parityaja. Dasharati was such a powerful person, such a great Vidvamsa. When Dasharati surrendered to Ramanuja, took initiation from him, the entire Kanchipuram, entire Vidvat Sabha, they were shocked. And they all became disciples of Ramanuja. Dasharati's power was so much when Ramanuja, along with all his disciples, were actually driven out of Srirangam. They had to go to Melukote. On the way to Melukote, Ramanuja and all the disciples went to one place called Shaligrama in Karnataka. And there the whole village, all the so-called Brahmanas and all these people, they were Pashandis. They had taken up all the anti-Vedic philosophies. Nobody came to welcome Ramanuja. So Ramanuja told how to change their mind. Then he told Dasharati, go, keep your feet in this pond. Dasharati went and kept his feet in his pond and came back. Next day, all the Brahmanas, they would come and take bath, they would do sandhya and all these things in that pond. They came and took bath. And the moment they took bath in that pond, all the Brahmanas there, their mind changed, immediately came and surrendered to Ramanujacharya. That is the power of Dasharathi's dust of the lotus feet. And he is disciple of Ramanuja, just imagine. That pond is still there in a place called Shaligrama. I had the fortune to take bath in that pond. So Narasimha temple also there. So that Dasharathi came one day to Ramanuja, asked, I want to know the meaning of shloka and meaning. That's not the meaning. Meaning doesn't mean just meaning. It means what? Realization. How will I realize? Our realization comes by service. Unconditional service. Any apprehensions you have, Krishna will also have apprehensions. Can I do it or what? Krishna will say, I also doubt. If you have apprehensions, Krishna will also show apprehensions. If you have faith that Krishna, we can do it, then Krishna also say, yeah, yes, you can do it. As simple as that. So here Dasharati, when Ramanuja told Dasharati, okay, you are a Mahapandita now. At that time, there was one daughter of Mahapurna Atulai. She was complaining to Ramanujacharya, I'm fed up with my in-laws, there's so much of work I have to do, and then she was crying. That's how Ramanuja was the Guru. He's a father for everyone. Guru doesn't mean Guru actually, Guru means father. Only a person who has that fatherly affection can become Guru. If you have distance, then no way. Just imagine who is Ramanuja and this simple lady coming and crying. And she had that closeness. And Ramanuja had that kind of affection to even hear these petty household problems from that simple lady. Then Dasharati came and asked a question at that time, Sarvadharman Parityaja. Then Ramanuja told Dasharati and told Atulai, don't worry, I am sending you one servant. He told Dasharati, go and serve. He went as a servant and did all the household affairs of Atulai. And the in-laws were so happy that their daughter-in-law brought one servant who does all the work so nicely. It went on for practically a year. One day there was one satsang program going on. One so-called scholar was giving a extempore lecture, but he was speaking some wrong philosophy. And there in that sabha, the Asharati was sitting and he could not tolerate it. He just stood up and told, you were saying something wrong. He quoted some verses. Then they all understood, what is he? He is just a servant, and what kind of knowledge he has? Then later on they came to know who is he? That's called Vaishnava Seva. When you serve the Vaishnavas unconditionally, that is the time when you get the potency to do miracles. Keep your feet in water. Anybody takes that water, they become Vaishnavas. The potency to preach doesn't come from our intelligence, doesn't come from material assets, doesn't come from our own ability. It comes only by unconditional service to the Vaishnavas, Vaishnava Seva. Their surrender and this Vaishnava Seva. Ramanuja was going along with his disciples one day. He went to a village And outskirts of the village there was a pond and he was taking bath there. And he had two disciples in that village. One was a very rich man and other was a very poor man. Then Ramanuja told that he has so many 1,000 people along with him. How can a poor man feed everyone? He told one of his servants to go and tell that rich man, rich servant in that village that just tell the Guruji has come. Then he went. And then when he went and told that person, Guru has come, Guruji has come. Yajnesha. Ramanuja has come. Immediately became so excited. Oh, our spiritual master has come. So we need to make nice arrangements. So he started doing so many wonderful arrangements. And this devotee came back and he told Ramanuja that I have told and wonderful arrangements have been done for us, Guruji. Then Ramanuja told, ask one question. When you went there, how were you treated? Then he told that once I told that you have come, he went into so much of ecstasy that he forgot to even ask me a glass of water. Ramanuja told, forget, we are not going to his place anymore. We are not going to stay this way. So Ramanuja, along with all his disciples, he went to that poor man's house, and the house is what? How? It is not a house, it's only a hut. And that too, it was in a shabby condition. The doors, the bamboo matted door was there. And then Ramanujacharya, she told, Ramanuja, I have come with so many disciples. From inside, a voice came. Guruji, please wait for some time. I'll open the door. A lady's voice came. That was the disciple of Ramanuja. Her name is Lakshmi. Ramanuja understood their condition. They are so poverty stricken that she had only one cloth. She would take bath, wash it, dry it. After drying, she would wear and come out. Ramanujacharya took the Angavastra and threw it inside the house. She wore that end. She told Ramanuja and all the disciples, just wait for some time. I'll make the cooking ready and then feed you all. You have come for the first time to our house. So Ramanuja, all the disciples, they are there. And she went into the kitchen and she found not even a single grain there. And her husband had gone for begging. Every day water for begging comes, she would cook. There's a door behind her house, back door. She went out to one businessman who had a very evil eye on her. She went to him and he was shocked because every time she would talk to her that try to entice her, she would not. Now she went to him and told, yes, I am yours. He was so happy. I've been trying to entice you. I would make you my wife and you could have stayed with me. I'm so happy, stay. I'll make you the queen of this house. Then she told, now I'm yours. But I have one desire to be fulfilled. My Guru has come and I don't have anything to feed him. Can you give something? She told, whatever you want to take. All the grains, all the things she brought. And she cooked a big feast. And she was about to serve Ramanuja and all the disciples. By the time her husband came, and he was shocked. What is this? Where is this feast? What is coming from? She told, just wait. All Ramanuja and all the disciples, all were fed nicely. And then he goes inside and Varada, he goes inside and asks Lakshmi, where did you get all these things from? They're inside the room. Ramanuja was hearing the conversation outside. She told the story. This evil businessman had evil eyes on me. And Guru has come to our house for the first time. And to feed Ramanuja and all his disciples, to do Vaishnava Seva. I thought, This life is meant for that. So I'll sell myself for that. Hearing this husband, he fell at her feet and told, I don't know what kind of fortune I have done, what kind of fortune is this, what punya I have done in my previous life to get a wife like you. Ramanuja heard and told Lakshmi, go to him. Take this Uchishta. She took that Maha Prasada Ramanuja. And she went to the businessman. A big Vyapari, he told, welcome, welcome, please come, please come. She told, yes, I'm yours from today. And then you take, my Guruji has given this Maha Prasad for you, take this. And he took, when he took, he just could see her as only mother. Then he came to know, he told Varada, you're so much in poverty. You take this wealth. Take this wealth. Then Varada told, our condition of poverty was the reason for our Guru coming to our house. And whatever you want to offer to our Guru. And these are not just some stories, they are histories, they are recorded histories. So Sripad Ramanujacharya, he was in his matha, there were sannyasis, one side. Many sannyasis. At the same time, he had one disciple known as Dhanurdhara. Dhanurdhara was so much attracted to one prostitute. One day Ramanuja was coming after taking bath in Kaveri, and he saw this Dhanurdhara, who was actually the commander-in-chief of the king, local king. He was walking, holding a chhatri to this prostitute, and is walking backwards and looking at her eyes like this. Ramanuja felt very compassionate. So much of compassion. He did not say, don't trodden, these people are like that. Once Srila Prabhupada was going in a car, and he was sitting in the front seat, and behind 3 of his disciples were there. And the car was going through the most contaminated area of one city of America, where there are so many prostitutes and there are just all kinds of gambling, all this. And these disciples looking out to the window, they're telling Prabhupada, they are fallen people, sinful. They were telling him. And Prabhupada was not replying to them. And they stopped talking because they knew Prabhupada is upset with what they're speaking. The car stopped, we were supposed to get down. Prabhupada got down and he opened the door because they were stunned what to do. And Prabhupada looked all the 3 disciples and told, they are innocent. What did he say? They are all innocent. That's the vision of an Acharya. When you see all these crazy people in your societies, in the road and all, don't see them as sinful. What you should see them as? Innocent. See them as innocent. So Ramanuja, he saw Dhanurdhara and he went and asked, what are you doing? Dhanurdhara told, such beautiful eyes. I just cannot miss seeing that. Then he told, if I show something more beautiful than this, if I show something more beautiful than this, then Ramanuja told, I'll go on looking at those eyes. I'm sure nothing is more beautiful than these eyes. Ramanuja took both of them. And then he made them stand in front of Ranganatha and told Dhanurdhar, look at Ranganatha. Dhanurdhar saw the eyes of Ranganatha. This deity, of course, it is spiritual, but Ramanuja made him see the spiritual form of the Lord. And he was so much captivated by this beauty of Ranganatha's eyes. He did not see anybody's eyes. And other side, she was thinking, what happened to him? Ramanuja got them married. To such an extent, he was not born in a Brahmin family. Dhanurdhar. Ramanuja, while going to take bath in Kaveri, he would catch hold of the hands of Quraysh and would go. And after taking bath, he would catch hold of the hands of Dhanurdhar and come out. And people criticized Ramanuja for it. What is this? What is he doing? Because Dhanurdhar was so surrendered. Now he is a Vaishnava. Vaishnava is beyond all Varna and Ashrama. Ramanuja showed this. He had so many scholars, Brahmins who would chant Veda. But this Dhanurdhar was born in a lower class, but still he was so surrendered. To such an extent, there was a big talk going on among the disciples of Ramanuja, sannyasi disciples of Ramanuja. Why is he giving so much of prominence to this person? We are scholars, we are sannyasis, we are that. And one day, Ramanuja, he sent few of the brahmacharis to sannyas ashram and few brahmacharis to Dhanurdhar's house. So at that time, he called Dhanurdhar to discuss something so that only Dhanurdhar's wife is there in the house, nobody else is there. So these brahmacharis went inside the house when she was sleeping like this. Brahmacharis gradually went there and removed all the bangles, the nose ring, earring on one side. And she came to know this brahmachari was stealing. She thought maybe some problem is there in the matha, that some financial problem is there, that is why the brahmacharis are coming and stealing. Let them take. So maybe that is not enough. So she was about to, and they thought she's awake, and they ran away. But still they are hiding behind the window. By the time Dhanurdhar came and she opened the door. What happened to you? Half Shringar, what is this? Huh? Bangles are there on the right side, left side, no bangles? Earring, no earring here? Then she told the brahmacharis had come. I think there's some severe financial problem in the temple. So that is why they came to steal. And they took all these things. And by the time I was about to turn the other side so that they can take the other side of the ornaments also, they ran away. Then he started shouting at her. Became so angry and told, why did you turn in such a way that they had the fear? So next day Ramanuja, he called. He called and told the brahmacharis who were sent by him to the sannyas ashram to tell what happened there. So they told, the night we went and took one sannyasi's commandu and kept somewhere else. One sannyasi's copy and kept somewhere else. We interchanged. Morning they woke up and saw, hey, this copy is not here. My copy is not here. They saw it was there. And they started fighting. And Ramanuja told the brahmacharis who had been to explain what has happened. They told the entire story. Then everybody understood that the surrender of so if somebody is surrendered to Guru, and having total faith in a spiritual master. That person gets so much of potential, unlimited potential. So our Guru Srila Prabhupada, you should keep him in the center. This temple belongs to him, which you are going to construct. And millions and millions of people are going to be benefited from this temple. Yamyevaisya vrunate. Vrunate means what? Selected, one selected, one whom selected by Krishna. So, you are the chosen one by Krishna. And that is his opportunity to build this temple. And everybody has a role to play. Sripad Ramanujacharya is an acharya for running temples, temple administration. There is one book on Ramanujacharya and temple administration. And he was a person defined. Temple means a facility for devotees to come and serve Krishna according to the mood of the deity. Temple is not for Krishna. Temple is for us. Temple is a facility for us to serve the Lord. So I request the managers of this temple, the authorities of the temple, Sri Ram Prabhu and Leelanand Prabhu, and of course others also, to think that how to give facility for Vaishnavas. If you give facility for children to serve Krishna, children will come to serve Krishna. If you give facility for old people to serve Krishna, old people will come. You give facility for the ladies to serve Krishna, the ladies will come. If you give facility for visitors to come, visitors will come. So, think in such a way, such a magnanimous way, how to accommodate each and every soul of different categories. For that you need to go beyond your limits, beyond your imagination to do so. Actually, managing temples, building temples is not done by our intelligence. It is only done by our spiritual strength. So all of you should get that spiritual strength, especially the leaders. Chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Once in Mira Road, I can write a big book, but I'm not an author, I'm not a writer, I'm a speaker. But I can tell many stories. The situation was that once, when we were constructing the temple, we were so frustrated. I told a couple of devotees who were helping me in the construction, in South India, in our houses, in our agraharas, in our temples, we used to just bring some lime, sunnam, and do whitewash. That's what we used to do. And why don't we do something here? Cheap, 10,000 rupees, I'll get lime, do whitewash, keep Radha Giridhari, and do Jai Jagannath. That was the situation, it was so bad. Funds were not there, it was minus 1.5 CR bills. The vendors calling. But somehow, I told, at least one worker should continue. Because once it stops, very difficult to restart. At least one worker. Our accounts person told, oh, stop it now. एक worker से क्या होना है? Then I told, so we'll have turns in our brahmachari ashram, we'll do something. So some sound should come. At least on Sundays when people come, some sound should come. So at that time, I met one devotee. I told, express this. He told that you are a speaker of Bhagavatam, and on the name of temple construction, you are not done Bhagavad Kathas for past 2 years. He told me that you just do Bhagavatam, temple construction will happen. It was 2014, March or so, I got this instruction. I lined up Bhagavad Kathas. Did 25 Bhagavad Kathas in 1 year. 2015 September, temple got open. We raised 8 crore rupees. Where it came from, we are done. Where it came from. And I'll tell you one story and then stop for today. Who gave, how it came, don't know, but one person. Like that, there will maybe hundreds of people who gave to the temple, whom I knew very well. He came and gave me 35,000 rupees before the temple construction, temple opening. We had a target of having at least 1,000, but we could achieve 700 abhisheks for the opening day, next opening day for the donors, so that we can. So one person, he came and gave me cash, 35,000 rupees. I told Prabhu, आपसे नहीं लूँगा. If you have a desire to do abhishek, I'll put the name of you. I know how to put my name, your name inside. I have some freedom to do that. I'll get some abhishek. I'll not take from you because you are not earning much, and you have old parents, and your situation is very bad. You have 4 children, and you don't have even money to buy food for your family. Your condition is so, I know you very well, but since a devotee does some seva, and I will not take from you. I gave the money back. Then he fell at the feet and cried and told me, Prabhuji, if I don't give now, when will I give? I told, where did you get the money? First tell me. He told me, I took loan. Then I took that money and told, this is 35,000 rupees. I told it is 35 crore rupees. Actually, temple construction is actually a festival. It is an expression of surrender, expression of our love for Krishna. Our love for Krishna. So, we need to work hard with a surrendered mood, without any fear and without any apprehensions, with the mood to serve our Guru and Vaishnavas. That's all. That's all. There is no management required actually. There is no big brains required. If you have the proper mood and a will to serve, work hard for Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Now the floor is Ilananda Prabhu's.
Thank you, Maharaj. May I request these days Sriram Prabhu to come here and say a few words? Is that okay?
You should say. We have.
Let us welcome this place. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Let us welcome His Grace Sriram Prabhu with 3 loud and enthusiastic.
I'll give a very interesting and a very exciting introduction of Sri Ram Prabhu. You know there are 4 regulative principles. What are they? No meditating, no intoxication, no insights, no gambling. Out of the 4, he broke one, or he breaks one. Gambling. He gambles for Krishna. He's the biggest gambler for Krishna whom I've ever seen. So he has gambled a lot to get this land. Yeah.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, Sriram. I want to briefly tell a few things. We have been trying to get some piece of land to construct some temple from last 2 years in this part of the city. We also have a small center in Miyapur, and we had some few devotees praying to get a land. And last 2 years, we went all around the place to search some piece of land to construct temple. And finally, after 2 years, we got the land here, where very close to the preaching places, the Leelam Prabhu is preaching. I was telling all the devotees, my first realization was, Krishna wants temple here. Krishna chosen to be here. Means all the devotees here were intensely praying than the devotees in that part of the city. So actually I strongly have that feeling that the devotees all here were very wonderful and actually doing very good preaching, Maharaj mentioned. And Krishna actually came here. And I will tell you the many hurdles like Maharaj mentioned, we've gone to get this land. Right from the day one, I want to thank also Anand Gopinath Prabhu is here. He's my backbone, my right hand and left hand. We might went every day almost 5 days to Secretariat office. Then one sub-inspector became devotee because every day he opens the gate for us. We distributed prasadam to every corner of the Secretariat. And we like, as soon as people see that, they come and ask prasadam, give me some prasadam. And we used to carry gifts like Janmashtami gift, Jagannath gift, and Sri Vaishnava gifts, Madhva gifts. And all the gifts, variety used to get over by the time we distribute. And the good part, I mean, we were thinking, we're spending so much money for the gifts, prasadam, every day going. And it took almost like 2 hours go from Miyapur to Secretariat because it's a traffic time. When we come back, it takes 2.5 hours because we have to carry so much prasadam and the gifts. We can't go in metro. So we have to go in my car. My car is a trunk. If you come and say there is only prasadam and gifts. Mara was telling that it's a truck. So as soon as I was telling the amount of people went there, and after doing all the work, right, when we got the land, then we gave gifts, and by the last day, there are one officers, we used to think, like we're doing so much, something should come, land should come for temple. I was telling, one officer gave almost 1.5 lakh rupee, and we have not got the money land. I thought at least we got this money which covered the expenses of our travel. And finally, as Maharaj mentioned, we lost hope in many times. We took all the officers to Kumbh Mela. I was telling my devotees there, we carried their luggage because in Kumbh Mela you have to walk. Everybody visited Kumbh Mela. It's not easy to go inside our camp. And we carried their luggage like walking for like 5-6 kilometers. It's almost 5-6 officers' luggage. I carried myself to treat them nicely because no one is there, there's no devotees there. And I told, I never carried my parents' luggage, I never took them to any dham. Like they need morning coffee and tea. There's officers, they're IAS officers. And they stayed for like more than 4 days in Kumbh Mela. They saw our operations because, they're coming with different background. They're not like, they're pious people and they need to see some things, they need to be treated nicely. And the day we went for Kumbh Mela, after coming back, the office became so happy. Prabhuji, you were all working so hard for this piece of land. And he was telling, why there's so much stress? Actually, Maharaj was telling, in our lifetime we have to construct one temple for Prabhupada. To go back to, we need one temple. If anybody constructs one temple, then he will know what is the efforts of Srila Prabhupada. And I was experiencing that realizations every day. One temple is not joke. Actually, we got a land, everybody thinks it's easy. But actually, we got so much realization of doing things for Krishna. Because when we started giving application, that IAS office was a Brahmin. I thought he's a Brahmin pious person. Whenever we go, Swamiji, why you are coming here? I will sign it. He'll never sign. And we went, and finally the day he said he will sign, he was transferred from that post to a different post. The 3 commissioners have changed to sign this file. Even the minister was sitting and said, you sign, but there is no commissioner. Commissioners keep transferring. Maharaj always says, for Krishna service, even simple thing becomes very difficult. Because Krishna wants to purify us. It looks very simple, but I think one commissioner sign took so much time. Because that was a churning process Krishna has taken us to all through. Because now we know the value of that land. Because if we get simple, then Krishna will not do the right thing. And Maharaj mentioned that, we lost many times the Pope. But even the day we were supposed to get it, it was like completely shock, and we are not able to access the main officer who will sign the final GO for like more than a month. And Maharaj, I want to thank, because every step of this whole thing, Maharaj directed. We were thinking, Prabhuji, morning no japa, because politicians available only in 7:30, or Mangal or Gaur Darshanarthi in their house only, or Guru Puja in their house. Mangalarti, they will not get it anyway, we have to travel. So for many years, Darshanarthi, Gaurarthi in a car or in their house. So, I was telling the whole thing, now we realize the whole thing, that how Prabhupada and his followers has constructed many temples and they're relishing the fruits. So, as I mentioned, this is like after many days of Maharaj direction. Sometime I lost, let's do. We have traveled 2 years, we have taken to donors, we have collected some money and constructed the temple. That was the feeling at the time. And somehow Maharaj was so patient, and sometimes I ask Maharaj, can you check he has one phone, he'll check the Prashna, it will happen or not. To please me, he will tell, something. Today it will happen, don't worry. Maharaj is the best astrologer. I don't want to tell you that he's the best astrologer. Sriram, don't worry. This time it will happen, you go there. So it was a miracle, and every time we've gone through this, now by all devotees at Maharaj and Tapasya. We have a land now. The construction in progress today. It's happening right now in front of all of you. I'm very fortunate to be part of this whole thing because to construct one temple for Prabhupada, I feel very honored, and with all of you being so mature and wonderful preachers and leaders here, especially Leelanand Prabhu, very welcoming. I know him from ISV times. We met a couple of times there I was working in California, and Prabhu I came once that time, and that's how I know him. But I know the wonderful preaching here, and Krishna has specially chosen here only, so nothing can be done. And it's a good journey. I think we all, like Maharaj mentioned, as if you want to do something for Krishna, Krishna doesn't happen very easily. So we'll have many challenges of, there will be many challenges as we go construct and travel together. I think I seek blessings from all of you, that we all together, Leelanand Prabhu and all the Anand Gopinath Prabhu here, and we can do something tangible in this lifetime, and many lakhs of people will get benefited by visiting that place. Right, I was telling Maharaj, the left side is Ranganath Swami temple, right side is two Hanumans are there. Right in front of our temple, back side there is a big Hanuman temple. The two Hanuman temples are there.
Third one.
Third one.
Third one. Third one. Third Hanuman.
We're auspicious to have that place. Krishna has personally chosen to construct temple. As I was telling yesterday, when we started doing things in that place, right, things are going very fast and smooth. I'm telling you the miracle. Maharaj told me to find architect. He said, I don't know many architects who will do temples. And I told one person, he said, Prabhuji, one person is there, he'll come. He said, architects normally doesn't match the ISKCON style. They have egos and very difficult. I've seen personally in Attapur, when we had discussion with architects, they have different ideas and our temple is different idea. And I said, okay, you come, we'll see Maharaj. Maharaj already made drawings yesterday, Friday, on Ekadasi. So we went through everything, and those two people came. They are like super. They are like, one is a devotee. He trained in ISKCON Tirupati. He distributed Prabhupada books. He's chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Such a wonderful person. He constructed more than 120 temples all over as of now, including Yadagiri Gutta, and he also constructed one temple in Kodangal, where CM's place is there. He's renovating more than Anantagiri temple in Vikarabad. Such a great person, and Krishna arranged it within a day. I never planned to get an architect meeting. That too, Maharaj is there. Such a auspicious time. And he said, I will do everything for this temple. We got basic drawing, understanding. So it was like things going very, very fast. To do these kind of things, it takes days and months to get an architect and understand the drawings. Now, according to Maharaj drawing things, we are leveling the land. You can see it there, you can go there. And that same night, some villagers came and troubled. It's normally we get the trouble. And the corporator came and told, he solved everything, and he said he will put a road in front of all of the round cement road. Within 50 days, he said he will get it done. So I'm just telling you, I was thinking, with so much heart we were thinking. But actually, Krishna is doing all these things. We are there, we are not there, the temple is going to come up. If we are there, we are part of a prestigious journey. We are part of Srila Prabhupada's mission. We have, our names will be there for generations there, and our glory will continue for next Prabhupada's life, 1,000 years, Prabhupada said, 10,000 years. So I feel like we're all part of, like Maharaj said, Hanuman. We are dasas. We have a big Kishkinda here, which will transform to different, and things are going very fast. I'm telling with realization. Because I know to do things I've done in Mangalore, in Attapur, how temples construction. But here it's super fast. People are coming and architects, local politicians, everybody is pious persons and all devotees coming together. So thank you Maharaj for guiding us. I'm very sheltered and Maharaj Lotus Street. I really want to thank. He helps me in all my life, what to do things and what not to do things. So Maharaj is a big danda. I'm a little careful sometimes. So after getting danda, I'm very little fearful. Before that, I know Maharaj is, I used to travel, work with Maharaj, because after Hari Kirtan Prabhu left, he's our Siksha Guru and guiding us. The way he was guiding, things have transformed even in the Mangalore and many places I've seen. The selfless person, I've not seen that much selfless person. And core of my heart, I'm telling you, with Maharaj's guidance, it will happen very wonderful. And Radhesham Prabhu is there. He will be the part of this team. And he told, Maharaj should guide this. And he is also there. I was putting in WhatsApp group, we have 3 of them, Radhesham Prabhu. Radhesham Prabhu was responding like every 3 hours, I see message. So Radhesham Prabhu responds in WhatsApp this much fast. I was like shocked. Because Prabhu also very excited to have a temple for all of us. He is guiding us and he's part of this team. So I think we have a bright future going further. And the way your bright faces, your involvement, I think we have history to make in Srila Prabhupada's mission. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Also, I have Mahamantra Prabhu. He is my, I don't know what I should say.
Life and soul.
Life and soul, more than my wife. That's the right way to say it. Whenever we go for endowment office in Abits, right? Because Pracharak gets over like anything. Our box fills up and it gets over. And he will order some Pracharak from Abits. You have to, because it's close by. And he does every legwork to make this happen. He's part of this journey. Thank you, Mahamantra Prabhu. He has a challenge, but his good wife, Mataji, is here, and Krishna is here. So, thank you very much. So, I think Maharaj said one nice point, one important point. If you do unconditionally this project without any apprehensions, I think Krishna will reciprocate in a bigger way. I think the way you have not seen the diagrams of Maharaj put, maybe in a week we'll publish all the diagrams. I think you'll be all excited for sure. The one hall, I always want to tell, the one hall is 15,000 square feet. Like that, we'll have 3 big halls to do all your satsangs. And we're also making I'm promising too much, but this is the initial work in progress. We are making a makeshift temple for all of you. So we were planning almost 500 people to come together. It's going to come up in next couple of months. So our goal is to do by Janmashtami. We'll celebrate Janmashtami there. So we're making all efforts. We cleaned up the land and the blasting work happens from tomorrow, the major things. And I think by Janmashtami, if we all pray and work together, work hard and make our checks ready also, then we can have a good Janmashtami right in the temples. You're all excited?
Wow.
Thank you very much for choosing me in this service. I would like to especially thank Lilanand Prabhu. He's my big brother now. Or my girlfriend. Because I have to call him every day. Even doesn't lift, I have to bother him. Without his call, I will not get sleep. So I used to have girlfriend, now he's my girlfriend. Thank you, bro. Hare Krishna. That's a big Haribol to Anand Gopinath.
Haribol, Haribol.
He was my ex-girlfriend now. I changed. Because without him, I will not go to any work. Without him, I used to just. He's a businessman, by the way. He has big business, and very mature devotee. He used to leave all his business. I used to think, I used to not ask him, but his business only in the phone he used to do. For many years, I don't have a job, but he became jobless also. With me. Thank you, Anand. Thank you. Ilan bro, see you silent, no time.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
What can I say? This is such an occasion, unbelievable occasion. We all, when I was introduced to Krishna consciousness, right? What kind of a person I was. If you really think, have we planned our life? How many feel that actually we are not planning our life? Somebody is expecting, unbelievably planning. Because if I look back what I was, what me and my wife were, what we used to do before coming to Krishna consciousness. After getting married, there used to be a magazine called Wow Hyderabad. You can take that phone. It doesn't record this phone. Yeah. There used to be a magazine called Wow Hyderabad. And the only target we had is that magazine used to come bi-weekly, right, in 2001. And it used to list the newly opened restaurants in Hyderabad. And I used to have a bike, right? So me and my wife, every Saturday, we will say, we should take, okay, this restaurant, this weekend we are covering, right? From there, look at the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. What we used to think, what we used to aspire, what we used to believe that there is happiness in life. Today, standing here beside a sannyasi, beside a pure Vaishnava who has done so much, and another wonderful Vaishnava has dedicated his life. I am standing here and I am holding a mic, and they feel that I am qualified to speak anything in this subject. This is Krishna consciousness. This is Krishna consciousness. Really, I was sitting there and I was thinking, what should I speak? So I was writing some notes. Here and there, I wrote some notes also. Don't think I'll bore you with all of these notes. I just want to start with asking a question. Do we want this?
Oh.
Yeah? You really want this? Yes. Then we should make it happen. There is no discussion on this anymore. Right? What discussion is it? You want it, na? Anybody who told you want it, if you don't finish it in this time, you have to come back and finish. It's your wish. You have told it, you want it. We want it. Prabhuji and Maharaj, how many here were going on a road in Gachibowli, Madhapur, Kundapur, all these areas with your wife or with your children, and you saw an empty plot and you felt, can this come to ISKCON? How many? I want to see those hands. Really? In front of Jagannath, you are not lying. Right? So many times. My wife used to tell, Dosa. She used to tell, sorry, just sit if you don't mind. Can this come? And I used to tell, she was very hopeful. I used to tell, who will give the land in this place? Wherein 40 square yards land near my house, one fellow built 5 floors. 40 square yards. I can send you a picture. God only knows, what kind of architect he went to. In 40 square yards, he went 5 floors and expanded on the top. Right? That is Gachibowli. It's really Gachibowli. Madness. Right? In that area, Prabhuji and Mataji, when Srila Prabhu told me, I think 6 months ago or something he told, we are working on getting a land. I was like, I know I am crazy, but he is double crazy. I was not even thinking seriously about it. And then Radhesham Prabhu once called and told me in a different conversation, Prabhu, I think you have to work on something that is coming. You have to work with Sri Ram Prabhu. Just let's see if it happens. Like that he told. No, Radhesham Prabhu told something can happen. There is a possibility, no? It can happen. Right? I guess what? What is right? It will not take too much time. We have to start the main business. Yeah. So, and then Prabhuji was updating me. We went to GBC college, and Prabhuji was telling him that GV, that Prabhu, it's very close. It can happen. It can happen. And Madhav Gopinath Prabhu, I consider him my guide many times. Always, actually. He is a very, very matured soul and a very balanced person. He also, whenever I'm anxious, I call him. He brings that BP down. And he says, Prabhu, I'm there, don't worry, like that. And look at how Krishna arranges. Madhav Gopinath Prabhu is very also close to Sri Ram Prabhu. And also very close to Maharaj. And also very close to Radhesham Prabhu. See how Krishna is joining the dots. Right? We don't know each other. But now we only know each other. Right? The next few years or the rest of the life, we have to work together. We have to work together. There is no going back. There is no going back. Either I was thinking about, either I be inside the temple and beg, or stand outside the temple and beg. Choice is mine. Right? Because we cannot achieve anything for Prabhupada without begging. And we have to learn. Maharaj is saying that we have to learn to beg. Right? I just want to put a couple of situations in front of you. Just close your